I don't know if you can tell, but I'm reorganizing my bookshelves. Uh, I'm working on a new book project and also another article, and I've got to straighten out my books so I know what I have. Yeah, I still like using my books for references, but you know, I got a lot of books, so I need to justify it somehow. I want to thank everyone for getting their informative speech into me. There were some really great examples. I appreciate it. And I just today posted a video on Chapter 11, Integrating Presentation Media. Oh, gosh. Um, I say this in the video itself. Uh, I I find this chapter interesting and some of it's worthwhile, but most of it, honestly, you won't find yourself facing unless you go into teaching or some other line of work that really requires you to be in front of people and talking a lot more. But there you go. Make sure you watch the video, and if you, as always, if you have questions, let me know. I'll try to help. I will do uh, a review of chapter 11 along with all the other chapters for the final uh, in about a week or so. I'll post some kind of review for you. We only have one chapter left, and that will be the chapter on persuasive speaking, which I will start doing next week. Now, I'm making a change in the due date, and I will post an announcement for this for the persuasive speech. Originally, I told you that I had to have the persuasive speech by May 16th, which is a Sunday. But I was looking at the requirements that I have for turning in the grades, and I thought, maybe I need to give myself an extra day to make sure I have time to really go through all the videos thoroughly. And of course, then I also have to go through the final exam. So I'm the point here is I'm going to change the due date to May 15th, which is Saturday. An extra day will help me a lot. And I don't think it'll make a whole lot of difference in your ability to get the speech done and posted. But again, I will send out an actual announcement about the change in the due date. It's only one day, so please don't panic over that. Let's see, what else do I have here? All right, so persuasive speaking. Yeah. All right, persuasive speaking. Our last speech, the persuasive speech, is very similar in the way you put the informative speech together. The outline format is going to be the same. The research component is the same. You need 5 references on the outline, and you need to say 3 references in the speech. But the impact of the speech is different. In the informative speech, the whole idea, and you might remember this, and I think it's on the test, the whole point of an informative speech is to educate, to give information, not to persuade. So, now we're going to be persuading. And I hope I can persuade you that it ain't that big a deal. We do it all the time. We're constantly persuading. We spend our lives trying to persuade people to do what we want, to go to the restaurant, the movie, or whatever it might be. Uh, that's persuasive speaking. And it's just a natural byproduct of us talking to other people. We're constantly doing it. So the whole point of doing the persuasive speech, and I think it's really the most important speech of the semester, is that you'll learn some techniques to make your persuasive efforts more effective. Now, of course, we're going to put it into a speech format, but what you'll learn in this exercise is how, when you want to convince people to go to that restaurant, you can be more effective, or whatever it might be. Also, in both the informative and the persuasive speech, one thing I hope you come away with the takeaway from all of this is that when you listen to other people doing this, if you're in another class, or of course politics are just everywhere now. I mean, the election's over, but it's still everywhere. When you're listening to what's going on in the world, I hope you become a much more critical listener. Is that information trustworthy that I'm getting? Where's it coming from? This person trying to persuade me of something, but man, I think they're not being honest, or whatever it might be. And just learning a little bit about how these speeches are put together really helps make a difference in your listening skills. And boy, doesn't that count in life? Because other people are going to be persuading you, or trying to persuade you, all through your life to do this, to invest in that, to buy that, whatever it might be. And by knowing a little bit more about persuasive speaking, you'll be a better listener, a better shopper, a better investor, whatever it might be. I think you will find it very, very helpful. So this is just my little introduction to the presentation, integrating presentation media lecture, and a little bit about what's coming. I will post the first presentation about persuasive speaking next Tuesday, the 27th, and then we're just going to move right on fairly quickly so that you'll have all material you need to get that speech together. Once again, if you have questions, let me know, and I'm going to go back to work on my books because I like doing that. All right, take care, and we'll talk with you later.